What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. I'm in my bedroom. It's Friday. What a glorious week this has been. I hope everyone's doing amazing. I'm decided to make a video on a Friday afternoon. It's dark because it's kind of night outside. If anybody's been watching my vlogs, I do appreciate it. I went to, let's see, this week, some boba, Persian audience, cafe, some strip club in Roseman, some other gig, who knows. I was telling my friend Darren Carter that, I remember doing comedy when I was 19, and I went to this club called the Comedy Connection in Boston. And it's this really pristine comedy club, and just the energy, that's what really inspired me. This is awesome, this is comedy. If you were to tell me this is what comedy was, 70% of it would be playing to these horrific venues and audiences and working your ass off show after show, and then maybe 20% is in front of great audiences and cool clubs, I would have become a pharmacist or something. It is just hard, but that's what it is. Telling you honestly, that's the one thing which I told a friend this week. I was like, I'm gonna be real. Everything I do, this is what it is, folks. So today, what did I do? I was really listless. I've been trying to, I did write some stuff today, but I gave myself permission to not do much. LA can be a horrific place. You're just constantly seeing your friends have success, and on Instagram especially, which is the worst. I try not to be on Instagram too much. Aside from posting stuff, I don't scroll. So I was and sometimes I feel have I done anything in 20 years? I feel like I'm just in the exact same spot I was 20 years ago. And I'm you get in your head, but I know how my brain works. So when I start to think like that, I do different things. So today I went to my jiu-jitsu stuff. I got a coffee, went outside, talked to friends. Not really friends, but I talked to people, and I just kind of broke the pattern, and I did what I had to do. And I think it's okay sometimes to just, kind of be cool with the moment and not really put that pressure on yourself. And I was telling another friend of mine, I was whatever happens in our lives, if this is what it is, at least we have power to make stuff, right? I think that's the blessed thing about living in 2020 is, I can grab my phone, make a video in my bedroom. This is my bedroom. I can make a video. I can, make a vlog. I can go write something. There's nothing that's going to stop me from putting my work out to the universe. A friend of mine was the same friend. He was dude, I don't think, trying to get into these late night shows. And there's a whole thing right now, youth is power in Hollywood. They want young, they want diversity, and a lot of doors are closing for these older comedians who've been around for years. And I just keep telling people, I was dude, you gotta just keep doing your stuff. You gotta keep making your content and not judge yourself, because otherwise, dude, comedy, man, it's fun when you're 25, but when you're in your 40s and you're this is reality, and you're you're living off this money, man, get ready. It is hard, okay? So I tell my friends that it's more just self-projecting so I can keep moving forward, just keep pushing. So last week, this guy reached out to me. He's an influencer in India. He's got a huge YouTube following, millions, and he reached out to me and he was like, hey, do you want to meet up? And I met with him, and turns out I get a lot of people still responding to me from my past work, from Desi OC stuff, and I met with him, and it was cool, because no matter what happens in my life, at least I can say that I put out a body of work which affects and resonates people. And it was really cool to have that experience with him, because it really just made me reflect of why I'm here. And I was how can I really hard on myself? I was I've done other great things, and it's not over yet. This is just, chapter 58 out of 1,000, I'm just beginning. I have a lot more left in me, and there's a lot more to do and a lot more to say. So it was cool to meet this guy, because I felt like he didn't say I inspired him, but he definitely appreciated what I do. And, I get that a lot from time to time, whether it's I'm doing stand-up as Bobby Khan or, my writing, my books, whatever. Like, a lot of people reach out and they tell me. And I don't think that's something that I could have gotten. It's not like an ego thing, but I definitely want to have a purpose where I'm affecting and bringing value to people's lives. I think that's a great thing. And I think Hollywood sometimes kind of just dilutes that, and it makes it much more superficial, where we're chasing after things without really realizing why we're chasing after things. With that said, I'm doing a show in Connecticut end of the month, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. A bunch of shows, Connecticut, Boston. I'll be up there. So if you want to come see me, come check it out. But this show in Connecticut, it's like this private charity show, and they reached out to my mom to get to me because I know a lot of comedians. And I spoke to the lady, and she was like, "Yeah, do you know any comedians who want to do this? Like 30 minutes, like Indian." And I was like, "Do you want me to do this show?" And they were like, "Well, we don't offend you because you're a celebrity." I'm like, "Celebrity? What the hell are you talking about? Not celebrity. I'm going to do fucking extra work, trying some extra money right now." Like, I was like, "I'll do it." Let me check my schedule. And I was like, "Yeah, I can do it." And I did it. But like, people have a perception of who you are. And I don't want to be like that. I never want to be this person where I'm trying to fake it. I've heard that expression before, fake it till you make it. God, that's too exhausting. I cannot fake it. And for better or worse, like, if you hang out with me, like, I'm going to be real with you. Can you handle that or not? I don't know. I know sometimes I go on dates and they're like, this guy's way too real. Because I don't fake it anymore. I just kind of be who I am. And I'll tell you straight up how I feel and how I think. There's no other way. There's no other way, guys. Maybe it's an age thing, but I feel like as an artist, it's helped me tremendously because it's kind of just cleared up things. Like, I'm not writing anymore to write stuff. I'm not doing stuff to get to point B, X, Y, Z. I'm just trying to make stuff that I resonate with, and that's cool. Also, I said no this week. I was on that show, Flirty Dancing, and some other game show reached out to me. It was like called Mental Samurai, to be like a contestant, some Rob Lowe show. And I talked to one friend, and he was like, you should definitely go on this show, go on this another reality show and be a contestant. And I was like, I don't want to be on this show. I don't want to be on a trivia show. And I said no. And it felt good to say no. Like, I've been that guy in Hollywood where I'm like saying yes, 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 yes. Maybe this will like lead me to the next thing. There's so much power saying no, especially like, look, I think you can win like 100,000. Could I use that money? Yeah, totally. But I was like, I felt good saying no. Like, you know what? I don't want to do your show. Thank you for considering me. Have a nice day. So I feel good. This is actually a good week because I felt empowered, and I felt that I'm sticking by my guns somewhat, which is hard to do. When you're just trapped alone with yourself day to day, right? Sometimes I feel like I'm like the Scarecrow in Batman, who's like locked up in like Arkham Asylum, just trying to do battle with my mental demons. And I'm like, okay, just allow things to be. And that's really helped me a lot. If you ever feel like overwhelmed, what helped me is just try to get through moment to moment, day by day. Like, there is zero pressure on us, right, to do anything. Like, we're creating that ourselves, and just try to get through the day. If you can get through the day, that is a success. So I told myself I haven't been making these videos because I felt like I had nothing to say, really. And I was like, this is getting too depressing. I feel like I was just depressing people, maybe. But I was like, you know what? If that's what it is, then so be it. Even if you find this depressing, maybe you didn't watch all of this. Maybe you are. Hopefully there's something good in here somewhere, right? Because you can't find the gold unless you sift through the bad. So take that for what it is. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. I just got an espresso. I drink it with a straw so I don't stain my teeth because I'm a model. But I hope everyone has a great weekend, and talk to you guys soon.